And I really appreciate Vinnie letting me come on his show and then giving you an overview of C5MI and some of the interesting capabilities that we're providing customers here in 2021 for Industry 4.0.
Marty, Happy New Year, and good to have you back. I know we talked in a different format a few months ago, and that was exciting. So look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, it's great to be here. You know, last year, obviously 2020 was an interesting year with COVID and everything. And it's pretty scary for an entrepreneur or business owner. And amazingly enough, I think it's really propelling us into the fourth industrial revolution pretty hard. We're getting a lot of demand. So what I'm going to talk about today is an overview of what our company offers and a few case studies on how we're leveraging new technology for Industry 4.0. So the manufacturing challenges, no matter where we go, every company likes to think they're a little bit different. We feel like we see the same challenges over and over, but it's how do I utilize my assets the best? How do I get those live analytics? And when we mean live, you don't want to wait a day or two. Nobody likes day-old bagels, really, or two-day-old bagels, and it's the same with data. You need it in the moment so you can solve problems. The machines talk today. There's a lot of data coming out of the machines. How do we bring that status into the transactional world? And our goal is always to map out the physical with the transactional and make sure there's no light between it. We have some real-time location tracking services, both with Bluetooth Low Energy and ultra wideband, that are really exciting. So material tracking, and especially when you're in discrete manufacturing, is huge, but also for your logistics and even moving your product. That material tracking live, knowing where it is, how long it's sitting there, even being able to find it is pretty powerful. And like I said, actual versus planned, everything that we're doing, and we really see Industry 4.0 as you measure a process, now put sensors and different things on it as you learn more about that process to get that real-time insights and then drive not only solving a problem after the fact, but preventing it from happening. And disparate data is always an issue with everybody. We've developed some pretty good accelerators and data tools that will allow us to harmonize that data across a bunch of silos. So we can pull data in, and that's the beauty of SAP, is really building an open architecture that allows you to pull data from anywhere and integrate it with your transactional data. And what we always say is the CFO doesn't care about all the processes on a shop floor. It's whatever's in that transactional system that counts as a financial ring in the bell. So those are critical pieces to integrate that data. It's really about productivity, the horizontal digital thread and the vertical digital thread. I don't want to use the buzzwords, but it really is about that digital thread. How do you connect the customer to the factory to the supplier in one stream so that you can see it all together? It's trusted, it's live, and it doesn't rely on somebody putting data into a system. The system can measure itself and actually self-compensate. But there's another critical piece that we really work hard to develop, is that vertical thread. How do you create clarity? Because every large business have large business goals that are strategic, but they don't translate to the shop floor. Somehow you have to take those shop floor measurements for actual versus plan, labor usage, asset utilization, quality, and link those to strategic goals for cost, for on-time delivery, all those things that companies have to do to be more competitive. And we know in the next industrial revolution, the people that leverage these tools faster and better will have a competitive advantage over their competitors who are still using spreadsheets and PowerPoints to try to drive their business. So we see that, you know, the undercover boss, he doesn't go to the middle layer or to the top of the restaurant. Where does he always go? At the lower level. And he really starts, or she starts, learning about what's truly going on in their business. Our key is build that vertical thread properly so all that data rolls up and rolls down, and it's one seamless picture of how your business is running. And again, I'll talk a little bit about the common operational picture, but not enough can be said of this. We have this in our personal life with our cell phones. If you think I couldn't run my business without my cell phone, I do everything on it. That is my life's common operational picture. And that's what we're starting to build for customers, is creating that totally seamless, integrated common operational picture, the digital twin of everything that's happening in their business, to allow them to self-service, trust the data, drill up, drill down, and have things live without people having to go out, download a bunch of reports, and create a bunch of heuristics. I'm going to play a video now that talks about our live factory.
With Live Factory. All manufacturers face similar challenges: disparate data, siloed processes, unplanned downtime that can restrain throughput, disengage their workforce, and erode value. Manufacturers must adapt and run their businesses at the speed of retail to provide exceptional customer experience, increase market share, and improve productivity. They must digitally connect the end-to-end supply chain from customer to supplier, as well as create shop floor to top floor connectivity that drives a competitive advantage. Business leaders need digital tools that yield live data, cockpit-like controls, and live business feedback. They have to leverage technology to create a digital thread that will enable factories to translate strategy into tactical execution and command a fully connected digital supply network. To optimize engagement, employees also need clarity through live data, mobile on-demand access, and capabilities to quickly solve problems through live feedback. C5MI's Live Factory solution creates a common operational picture, integrates the shop floor to the top floor, and guarantees one version of the truth. This eliminates the common challenge of matching transactional accuracy to shop floor reality. Our solution defines, measures, and analyzes live transactional and execution systems without requiring a person in the loop to gather data. So you can focus on improving your processes and creating a control plan to sustain these improvements. The data is transformed instantaneously into information for decision support and automated actions to produce reliable outcomes. To truly engage your workforce and embed sustainable lean capabilities, our Live Factory solutions provide real-time data to promptly solve issues while driving process excellence. Improve your business outcomes by leveraging cloud-based solutions integrated with Industrial Internet of Things in order to create Industry 4.0 capabilities. Create your competitive advantage now with Live Factory. Visit c5mi.com.
I love that video. It's good. Here's a high-level architecture of our IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things, Live Factory. We believe in this so much that we actually went out and got a trademark for the Live Factory name. We have from the patent office, so it's pretty cool. But it is about being live. And this architecture allows us to really tap into any database, any machine, anything on the shop floor, and harmonize it into one common operational picture. Some of the pilots you can see to the right that we have done: vehicle insights, tracking forklifts live in a factory, predictive maintenance, digital delivery, tracking machinery once it's post-assembly is amazing how hard that is to get it out the door and get it shipped. We've used RFID to track some things and make it live. Critical parts tracking. OEE is a very important piece of manufacturing, and we've had some great success putting those monitors in. There's endless capabilities out there. It's just understanding the business capability. So when you look at this, there's no one right answer. It's how do you build it from the shop floor to the top floor and have some key tenets out there. And we can help customers understand their needs, look where they're going to get the best business value. And a lot of companies have bought a lot of other companies. So guess what? They're not harmonized on one ERP system. And we've been successful. We actually had one customer, we had 5 different ERP systems for 9 factories, and we were able to harmonize a solution that utilized the data from all their ERP systems and provide one user interface that looked and felt the same, irrespective of the ERP core. The other thing that we went out and got a name for, we thought was important, a registered trademark, was Digital Reliability Center Maintenance. This goes hand in hand with the Live Factory. How do you keep those assets running at their peak performance, reduce downtime, improve availability, and drive, more importantly, reduce the total cost to serve? A lot of companies, at first have to get reliability, driven and get that asset utilization up. But after that, if you're at the 96, 97, 98 availability, what's the next target? It has to be the total cost to serve, which is a big number for most maintenance organizations. And we've got an exciting project right now with a mining company called Petrosea. We're going to work with their fleet of Caterpillar equipment, interesting enough, live in the field, pulling live data off from them and integrate in predictive maintenance and the IAM suite and asset manager with them. So we're looking forward to that project this year. Couple use cases. OEE monitor, like I said, is big. We did it in a paint system. Utilization rate and a single thread serial paint system was critical for a customer. We put that OEE system in to improve the asset utilization, but also integrated condition-based maintenance and the intelligent asset management suite to drive the performance of that system to ensure the maximum amount of uptime. Whip tracking, we have a customer that we put in an ultra wideband system to track all these little carts that they push around with parts on them to make fans. And they have 270 of these things running around all day. And somebody has to go around with a yellow pad of paper, if you can imagine that, trying to track these, seeing when they're going to miss their scheduling agreement, trying to track it down to a production order. We automated that by using these sensors, and we can just look on a digital display and tell you where they are. And they automatically pop up and turn red to get prescriptive to say, you better move these along or you're going to miss your schedule attainment. The new system that we're installing at Rivian Automotive is a digital pull system utilizing S4. This is going to be a powerful system that automates Kanban capabilities inside of SAP, driving live replenishment and automatic replenishment, but also showing the status of that replenishment. It's probably one of the hardest things to do. Instead of having to drive into the SAP T codes and trying to look up where the material is, this system will automate that and show it on a map and automate all those processes to ensure availability, parts availability. And then the last case study, which is really interesting for a company we all know that builds roofing material. They had these machines, they cannot make enough. 2020 has been an amazing year for construction. Everybody is fixing their houses, their home. And one of our customers, they can run 24/7 and not build enough. So we put in a condition-based monitoring system with Intelligent Asset Manager. And we looked at vibe analysis on bearings for this large machine. It does nothing but rolls thousands and thousands and thousands of feet of fiberglass material they use in roofing material every day. And just in 3 months, being able to predict when bearings were going to go down, we could move their maintenance to their once a week maintenance time and prevent downtime. We also found that they had undercurrent motors and other issues with this system. In 3 months, the ROI was approved, and we're rolling this solution out to 40 factories nationally. And so this just shows you the power of these tools when implemented properly and driving the right business outcomes. So with that, I say thank you. I know that was a fast overview, but we have a lot of capabilities. You can reach at us at c5mi.com. There's not much we can't do in the manufacturing and maintenance space, along with real-time location tracking.